I'm here with Henry Cimperman following an 8-1 district semifinal loss to Wickliffe. Henry, not the day you guys wanted, but there's a lot of really great things to build off from this season. You're a junior, going to be a senior. You're one of the captains on this team. Just kind of walk me through this season.
Yeah, me and my fellow captains, as well as the seniors on this team, we really try to set a good culture at practice and in games, like in the dugout. We don't want people messing around, and if you're not going to try your hardest at practice and get better every day, what's the point in going? And I think that mindset going into the season really contributed to our success. I think we could have had a tough season if we didn't have the leaders we had, and I think it was good that we were able to have good leadership and a really tight-knit team. So
your coach had mentioned you guys went through some injuries. You had 3 guys who didn't play who would have been, everyday guys. As one of those kind of underclassmen leaders, we'll call it, what kind of a role did you take this year, just being one of those leaders in the dugout to help these guys, some of these sophomores and freshmen, try to help them come along so that, even though you're missing 3 guys, that you guys could still go out there every day and be competitive?
Yeah, I think it just starts in practice. We really drill consistency and just doing the fundamentals. And I think starting it always since my freshman year, there's always upperclassmen who are always enforcing that and coaching like a coach would. And I think it's good to have those role models who are able to coach almost. We've had some of our injured players come back, and everyone they're giving people advice, and people listen. And I think the biggest thing is our underclassmen they all want to get better, and they all listen to any advice we have, which I think is the biggest contributor to that.
Coach touched on the seniors. Can you kind of talk about, what they mean to you as you kind of obviously have to fill those shoes next season, but even kind of starting it now, this season, being that one of those voices of reason in that dugout? What do they mean to you as far as, your growth over these past couple of years, just kind of growing up, coming through the system with them?
Yeah, it was really cool. My freshman year, I got the opportunity to play with the varsity team as well, and it was really cool to see the leadership and see how leaders were able to communicate with their players. And I was also the captain on the hockey team this year, and I think being able to develop my leadership skills really were helpful for because kids would really listen to me and they would take advice, and it was really cool to see some of my stuff I'm saying actually stick in. It's pretty cool. So
you mentioned this is your 3rd year on the varsity baseball team. Over these last 3 years, what are some of the biggest things that you have learned, especially as season comes to an end tonight, that you can really build for this offseason working towards next spring?
Yeah, I think in the past I wasn't always super focused in practice, and I think a big thing is knowing for example, my baseball swing, really understanding all the mechanics and everything I'm doing in my swing, I think is a really big part to that. And I think sorry, I forgot the question. I forgot where I was going with that.
Just talk about what you've learned these past 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
On the varsity level, going into your senior year that, you can just build off of.
Yeah, one of the big things is always, at least I think one of the biggest things I've learned is whatever Coach Sweeney goes, or whatever he says goes. I think I've gained a ton of respect for him over the years, and I think he's a really, really good coach. And I have nothing but good things to say about him. So I think listening to him, hearing his advice, and repeating it to other kids is really what has made our team really good.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah,